guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be taking you along with me as I just get ready for the fall season. It's still technically summer, but I'm starting to see all the pumpkins out, and I don't know, I just feel ready to move on from the summer. I feel like in general, I am just ready to just get cozy and enjoy all the fall things while I can. So I got my first pumpkin drink of the season. I got a pumpkin latte from Peet's. I like the Peet's version because it's not as sweet as Starbucks. Today's been productive so far. I went to Peet's, obviously got my pumpkin latte. I worked there for a bit. I sold some jeans at a thrift store, and now I am on the hunt to find some books. I have a few books that I have on my radar that I want to read this fall. I want to see if I can thrift them. Since I'm already out, I think I'm just going to stop by and see what I can find, but no biggie if not. I also definitely in this vlog want to decorate my place, just spruce it up a little bit for the fall season. I have a few decorations already that I've just accumulated over the years. I do feel like I am in the mood to at least buy one piece of decor to just, I don't know, make it feel a little bit newer. So yeah, that's kind of the plan for the next few days, and I hope you enjoy this cozy little fall vlog. Alright, sorry, I feel like I'm like very oily right now, but I got some chipotle. I didn't realize that fall food at Trader Joe's doesn't really come out until I think like mid-September or like more into September. So I was going to get some fall foods and eat them tonight, but I decided to just pick up some chipotle. I did go to Trader Joe's and I was gonna do a haul, but then totally forgot. So you just get my chipotle haul basically. I got a half chicken, half sofrito bowl with a tortilla on the side. And then the only other thing I got today was a book from Book Off. This is actually the sequel to one of the sci-fi books that I read, I don't even know, I wanna say like maybe over 4 or 5 years ago. So I only somewhat remember the plot of the book, but I just remember loving it and being so excited that a sequel was gonna be made, but then I never picked up the sequel. So here I am, I got the sequel. This wasn't on my list of books to buy this fall, but I ended up buying it because the condition of this book is basically brand new, and yet it's only $7.50 instead of $27. So just decided to grab it and add it to my collection because I have been waiting to buy this book, and I feel like this was just the perfect excuse to get it. And now I think I'm actually gonna bump this up to my fall TBR. I was not able to find any of the fall books that are actually on my to be read list, but that is okay. I think I actually put a ton of Libby holds a couple of weeks ago because I knew that if I waited to put a Libby hold on the like fall witchy books and stuff like that, that it would just like not even be released to me until probably December. So I decided to put in my holds early, and let me see. I think a few of them should be. You guys, tell me why I was on the hunt for one specific book, and it's in the quick skip the lines. So it's The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches, and I don't know if I talked about this on this channel, but one of the genres that I discovered this past year was the cozy fantasy genre. It's basically like very low stakes fantasy. It's basically like fantastical creatures or beings just living their everyday life, and I discovered that I freaking love that. And whenever I looked up like YouTube videos and stuff like that suggesting cozy fantasy, this book is actually one of the top ones that's mentioned in that category. So okay, meant to be. I didn't find a physical copy, but I guess I can have an e-copy right now. Wow, I'm shook. This is literally the book that was like on my mind, and I feel like I was trying to manifest it into reality. And I guess it came in another unexpected way, but all right, I'm just gonna borrow this, I guess. So it's a quick skip the line hold, which means I only have it for 7 days, but I'm about to finish my current read probably tonight anyways. I'll show you guys that book, but it's another cozy fantasy book that I'm just loving. So, okay, anyways, I'm gonna get a skip the line copy. Fixed lending period, 7 days. Borrowing. Like, how serendipitous is that? All right, wow, that just made me really excited. All right, so for the rest of the day, I want to make a fall bucket list, just a list of things that I want to try to achieve this season, like things that I can only do in the fall season. And I decided to make this list just because I feel like, I don't know, holidays, seasonal things, I feel like fall in particular, there's just a lot of very fall specific things that you can do. And I don't know, I feel like the older I get, the more I appreciate fall and all the coziness, relaxing things that you can do during this time period. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make my fall bucket list. The reason why I decided to make a fall bucket list this year is because I wanna do a series of videos on this channel where I'm basically trying to do all the fall things, like all the things that I can only really do during this particular season. So I feel like it'd be fun to kind of check off those things with you guys and just go on little fall adventures. So yeah, I don't know. That's just what's going on in my brain. I just want to have a very cozy and very just chill fall season, and just like end of the year, I guess. This year, and fall in particular, I just really want to take advantage of all the things that are only available during the fall, because I feel like once Halloween hits, it's like the end of the year just flies by so fast. And this is my way of kind of just taking advantage and making the most of this very quick but fun time period and season. So yeah, all right. I'm gonna eat my chipotle. I think I'm gonna put on some Netflix. I've been rewatching Wednesday on Netflix. Love Wednesday. I can't wait for the second season to come out. I feel like they just started shooting this year, so maybe it won't come out for a little bit, but I'm gonna just throw on something, eat my chipotle, and then start writing my fall bucket list that we're gonna achieve this year together on this channel. Wowie, wowie. So much guac. So right now I am gathering a bunch of graphics to print out and use for my fall bucket list that I'm going to be making. I don't have any specific fall like stickers or anything, so I don't have stickers, but I do have a printer. So right now I'm in Canva just finding fall graphics and just putting them in a little simple page printout here. Okay, so before I fully commit to writing my list in my travel journal, I just wrote a draft here so I kind of knew how many I was kind of planning to do for my bucket list. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I have 16. That feels like a really odd number. I feel like maybe I should do more, but then I don't want to do too much where then okay, it's okay. So I have 16 things on my bucket list that I want to try to accomplish over the next fall series of videos that I'm going to be doing. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually put this in my travel journal. I feel like this journal is just gonna be just my overall like crafting journal to just kind of see how I'm doing in life. It's my travel journal that I've been using so far for my Japan trips. This was from my spring trip when I went to Nihon. So, even though this is like a travel journal, I think I want to dedicate a spread just for fall. So I definitely think I cut out too many of these for this small thing, but oh well. All right, want to get a good pen. Good morning. So it is the next day. I am starting off just answering a bunch of emails that I got in overnight, and I'm just doing a bit of admin work to just start the day. But I wanted to show you guys my final fall bucket list and fall TBR list that I made in my travel journal. This travel journal is also from Traveler's Company, which is a Japanese brand. So you can get this in Japan. They have a couple of flagship stores, and it's also if you just go to some of the main stationery stores stores in Japan, they'll likely have Traveler's Company notebooks. It comes in this size, and there's also another one that's even smaller. It's about half this size. This is the color Olive. Last night I finished my fall bucket list and also my to be read list, my TBR. For my fall bucket list, I just chose things that, one, were obviously seasonal, so things that you can only really do in the fall. And then also I just decided there's a bunch of things you can do in the fall, but I decided just to kind of narrow it down to the things that just I personally would like to do and think that I can accomplish this fall. There's a couple in here that I'm not 100% sure that I can actually do, just given timing, and I just don't know how I'm gonna do it, but we'll just figure it out as we go through the series. Like I said, I'm trying to do a series of videos on my channel where we kind of go through these together. So it'll be kind of a fun little fall challenge for us to check off all of these things. So I'm just gonna walk through them really quickly so that you guys can kind of get a gist of what's happening here. Without further ado, let's kind of walk through each of these things. I'll just go through it really quickly. I don't think they need a lot of explanation. So one, I want to drink a pumpkin latte, which I actually did yesterday, but I feel like since this wasn't made yesterday, I'll just start from today on. So 1, drink a pumpkin latte. 2, decorate home with fall decor. 3, walk through fall foliage, which will be kind of difficult because I am in California and sometimes we don't get like all the fall colors that you would get in other parts of the world or even other parts of the country. But we'll see, because you know, who knows, may get some fall colors in Japan. So I want to visit a pumpkin patch, bake a pumpkin or apple pastry. Now this is the one where I'm like, I don't know if this is going to get done because I am not personally the type of person who likes to bake, only because it's so much to clean up, and then because I don't bake, there's so many ingredients that I just don't have. So we'll see, but I added this on because I thought it would be fun. I have a fall themed alcoholic drink, go to a fall festival, carve a pumpkin, watch a scary movie, Harry Potter movie marathon. I am 100% the type of person who loves watching Harry Potter, but now that I'm thinking about it, I think I mainly watch Harry Potter in the winter, like around Christmas time. So I don't know. I think I just added in there because I was in like a witchy mindset. I again had found that book that I was looking for yesterday that had to do with witches. So I feel like that's why maybe Harry Potter popped into my head. But I have a Harry Potter movie marathon. Then complete a fall puzzle. And then I added this one this morning, but I want to vote because here in America, it is election year and it's a huge election year. So I definitely want to make sure I vote. So I added that in this morning. And then on this side, we're kind of getting into the more like Japanese type things. During the fall season in Japan, Japanese sweet potatoes are in season, and so are chestnuts, so kuri. So I have on here that I want to get a Japanese sweet potato latte, which I have had in Japan before. So we'll see if we can track one down here in the States or in Japan, but that is definitely a goal of mine. I loved that latte that I had. And if you guys are coming to this video because you've seen any of my Japan videos, or if you're planning to go to Japan in the fall, definitely be on the lookout for their seasonal things. It's just top tier, and you can only get those seasonal items like actually only during that season. Because I feel like sometimes in America, there are seasonal things that you can technically get throughout the year, because in America, we somehow just have things year round, but in Japan they are very seasonal. So if you see it, you have to try it. Japanese sweet potato latte, definitely should try it. So good. Dean and DeLuca actually has a really good one that I had in Osaka last year. If you want to try one, you're in Japan during the fall, try Dean and DeLuca. I'm sure there's other places that have it too, but they definitely had it last year. So I also want to try hot apple cider. I have actually never had hot apple cider, which seems weird because I don't know. I feel like I've had maybe regular like cold apple cider. I don't know. For some reason I just have no memory of me actually trying hot apple cider, so I put it on here. I want to get a kuri flavored coffee drink. So similar to the sweet potato latte, I also want to get some sort of like Japanese chestnut flavored coffee drink. I want to get a yucky emo pastry because that is bomb. Japanese sweet potatoes are sweeter than regular sweet potatoes. So the pastry, a yucky emo pastry, is just, it hits different, let me tell you. I want to do some sort of fall nail design at some point during the fall. I was thinking I kind of want to do something maybe like with little baby ghosts on here, and I don't know if maybe I'm going to get them done or maybe I'll try out doing nail art myself, but just wanted to throw it out there as like something I want to do this fall. And then last but not least, I want to get a fall flavored beer. Fun fact, if you go to Trader Joe's and you go to their beer section, they have a bunch of beers that are just like out of the box or not attached to their regular groupings of beer. And they're like that because you can actually mix and match the beers that you buy. And I did this one time because I was kind of wondering, I'm like, oh, I want to try this, but I'm like, why are these beers like this? And the guy said you could actually create your own beer pack, just mixing and matching all the different types. So I don't know if it was just the Trader Joe's in that particular location or if all of them do it, but definitely check it out because I feel like that's how I'm going to get this fall flavored beer checked off my bucket list. So I'm very excited for that. And that is the end of my like fall regular bucket list. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 18 things on my regular fall bucket list. And then on my TBR for fall, I didn't put any sort of titles or author names on here. I kind of just did similar to a bucket list where I'm not super specific about it, but I'm just kind of giving a genre or a certain trope. So these are the these are the 7 TBR prompts that I want to hit during the fall season. And that is 1, I want to read a cozy fantasy book, which I technically already checked off. But like I said, I created this list yesterday. So I feel like this list needs to start today and everything before that just doesn't count. I'm going to read cozy fantasy because that is my new favorite genre apparently. I want to read 1 book with a witch in it. I want to read 1 book that has a vampire in it. Book with magical realism. I also really love this trope. It's another one where it's like there's small hints of magic in everyday life. An author that does that really well, if you're looking for a recommendation, is Ashley Poston. She is my like top automatic buy author. She wrote 7 Year Slip. She wrote Dead Romantics. I'm just gonna show you. Hold on. So I pulled these directly from my favorite shelves, and I feel like Totoro is such a vibe here, right? Is he not? Also, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but since it is officially fall season, I brought out my fall Pikachu, and I'm really sad because they used to release one of these costumed Pikachus like every holiday and every season, but I feel like they've kind of stopped doing that, or they're releasing less of them. Like now I only see the like wedding one where you can get the bride and the groom, or there's I think Lunar New Year or whatever New Year animal it is, they usually have one. But yeah, this is kind of the last costume Pikachu I was able to get, and he's so cute. He's a little Oktoberfest spooky Pikachu. He has his little costume for Oktoberfest, and also this little, I love his little what is this? Oh yeah, a bow tie. And then I kept the tag on because I thought this was really cute too. He's finally can be put out on display. No shame. But anyways, magical realism, Ashley Poston. So she is the author of 3 of my favorite books. 7 Year Slip. This one is actually great to read. Actually, no, all of these are great to read during the fall. 7 Year Slip. Then there's Dead Romantics. And then her most recent release, a novel love story. Ashley Poston's writing is so poetic and her stories are so unique, but these are just 3 really great examples of magical realism books. So if you're looking for a recommendation, this is my rec. So the last 3 on my like fall TBR list is I want to read a spooky thriller book. It doesn't need to be horror because I feel like because I came off of a Stephen King binge where I read 2 of his horror books, I didn't add it on here. And the last 2, a book that's in a fall setting. Maybe that's a book that takes place like during the fall season, or maybe it's just like hits the nail on the head and it's a Halloween book or something. And last but not least, a high stakes fantasy book. So complete opposite of the cozy fantasy that we're starting off here with. I am very excited by this fall bucket list. I feel like it's just gonna motivate me to just get out, enjoy the season, make the most of this time, and yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to kind of check these off with you guys as we go. As far as checking these off today, I think I want to get another pumpkin latte. Now that I had one yesterday, I am just on a roll with it, so I'm gonna get one, I think, again today. I want to, I think, maybe decorate my place, because like I said, since I'm going to be traveling soon, I want to take advantage of the season for as long as possible. I do want to challenge myself to get one fall thing. I am in the mood to bring some new life into my place, and I feel like maybe buying one new fall decor thing today might just add some newness to my place. All right, so we're gonna do some fall things today for sure. After I do a bit of admin work, we will get into the fall bucket list. Hey guys, so I am back from my little shopping excursion, and I only got a few things because I don't really have the space, I feel like, to just store a bunch of seasonal goods. So I just got a few things. I still haven't gotten out the stuff I have already in the garage. It's like mixed with a bunch of like Christmas holiday stuff, and there's a few fall things in there. So I need to get that out, but I totally forgot. So I'll do that next time. But I want to show you the things I did end up buying. First, or I guess this was the last thing I got, but first thing I'm going to show you is this little bat thing I got from Target. He lights up. I believe I just need to pull this tag. Oh, and he lights up. How cute. And then I got one more thing. I got this little ghost. Isn't it cute? It has a little bow on top. It's like a light pink bow. My TV stand is black, so I figured this would stand out just a little bit more than this black bat. She'll stand out a bit, but I thought she was just really cute and very like spooky, but more cute than anything. So yeah, I got hers. And then I also picked up a spooky puzzle, a 500-piece puzzle, and it is a spooky shelf. They had a couple different options for Halloween. They had one that was like pumpkins or cats in costumes, or there was like a fall festival with like fall foliage, and then people like dressed up for Halloween. But I thought this one was kind of cute because I feel like I'm in like a witchy vibe. I think it's because the book I'm about to read is called The Irregular Something of Witches. So I feel like that is like the mood that I'm in. I'm in a very like cute, spooky mood, I feel like. I don't even remember the last time I did a puzzle, to be honest. It's been a while. I don't even think I own a puzzle, so this will be interesting. Whoa. All right, I guess I should have known that when it said 500-piece puzzle that there's gonna be a lot of pieces. I haven't done a puzzle in so long, but this just feels overwhelming. But it actually seems kind of fun though. And then they have a reference image here. Oh, I love this. There's like a little cauldron there, a little rat, a skull, a pumpkin, a crystal looks like, and some potions and spell books. So I may or may not have underestimated how many puzzle pieces are in this kit.